common question asked a variety of ways is something around the gear holding you back, or should I buy optimized gear? Example is, I'm using X pistol. I like it, but I don't think it might have the advantage that Y pistol would have. And so I'm worried if shooting this gun's holding me back, or if I should get the gun I want, or wait till I deserve it or earn it or something like that. Deserve or earn, I mean, sometimes I've seen a lot of people say, I'm going to shoot this gun until I make M class in USPSA. Then once I earn M class, I'm going to treat myself and get the better gun. So anyway, kind of my thoughts around that. First off, your expectations should scale to the gear. This gun, this is a 4-inch Walther PDP. It's a Glock 19 size for people familiar. So I actually shoot this gun pretty well. But it's a 4-inch gun. It's got a little bit shorter frame, no stippling. Even on a good day, the way I can shoot this gun is probably not going to be as good as I shoot this gun, which is a 5-inch Walther PDP steel frame. It's got silicone carbide on the grips. It's steel, so it's heavier. It's going to a little bit less felt recoil. So anyway, on equal days where I'm, tuned up, shooting my ability, whatever, yeah, of course, that gun has a little bit more advantage. So I'm probably going to be able to shoot a little bit better. But on a training day, my skill is going to scale, or my expectations scale, to what gear I'm using. So for example, recently, I was shooting steel frame Walther. A friend of mine had a Parker Mountain Machine top end. So one of the compensated, the dual port barrel top end Walthers. I'm like, hey, can I try that? So I put it on my frame, shot it at like 15 meters, just a little bit, some doubles, just to see how much does it recoil, how does it feel, is it going to be loud, whatever. Then after that, I just moved back to like 15, 20, got back to 25 meters, trying doubles just to see what I could get away with. That'd be a way different procedure than if I had, like this, a factory, 4-inch gun. But shooting that Parker Mountain gun with that comp, I was like, man, let's go. I was shooting it. I didn't feel very much perceived movement of the dot. So in my brain, I was just like, don't put any inputs in this gun, just hold it neutral. And then I just kept moving backwards from the target just to see what I could get away with. So the expectations scaled based on the gear. In the near future, I suspect I'll have a 2011 or something raced out, comped out, something like that also. Like I said, I've got a Parker Mountain Machine top end on the way. So anyway, like using that, yeah, the expectations are just going to scale. Bring it full circle, talk about rifles. This is a BCM 14.5 gun with a 3-prong. I like this gun. I shoot this gun a lot. But again, in the near future, I suspect I'll have a race-ready, like tuned gas system, low mass bolt with a compensator, something like that. So if I have this gun and that tuned race gun next to each other, whatever I'm capable of doing, whatever that amount is or that standard with this gun, the 14.5 3-prong gun, when I switch to a compensated gun with it's tuned or it shoots itself or feels like it has very little recoil, I'm going to be demanding more of myself and trying to have the targets farther back, go faster. I mean, I just want to do everything better because I know the gun's going to be capable of it. Just like I wouldn't train with this carbine at the same distances and have the same standards I would have with this 4-inch PDP. So anyway, I think, man, like, you'll make yourself right. If you want the gun, so I like this gun, but it's like, hey, this gun doesn't really fit my hands. My hands keep sliding off it. It kicks a lot. A part of the gun's like chewing into my hand. I don't really love this gun. It's okay. Then people work hard for their money. I'm not telling you to sell your gun and buy something new or buy an additional gun. But if you have the money and there's something about your gun you don't like, or it doesn't fit you well, or you want something else, you'll make yourself right. Just get the gun you want to train with. And I think at the end of the day, that's the important part. You're going to make yourself right, and the expectations should scale based on the gear you have. So also the other question is kind of, I'm not good at sports ball, but it's like swinging the heavy bat or the bat with a donut on it is going to make it easier when you use the real bat, something like that. I do think that's a little bit true. So if you can shoot either one of these, like a 3-prong gun or this compact or a duty style factory gun, yeah, I think it's going to make you a bit more lethal with the tuned up gear, just because you're going to be able to minimize inputs, hopefully, and be more sensitive to those things and get more results out of it. But if you're going to shoot multi-gun or UML or PCSL, whatever, like the rifle game you want to shoot, and it's appropriate for your division to have a compensated rifle, then yeah, I'd get a rifle with a compensator. Like, get what the people that win that are using. If you want to shoot USPSA, having something like this Walther steel frame, Tanfoglio, a Shadow 2, maybe a Staccato, like depending on whatever division you're going to shoot, or an Atlas, yeah, like get the gun appropriate for what you're trying to accomplish. But otherwise, if you're just interested in being fast and accurate, you already own something, it's a tough sell telling that you should buy an additional gun or sell what you have or something like that. So if you have something you like, then just keep training with it. And just, so like a Glock 19 with a factory trigger, like maybe you get a different connector, a different trigger shoot if you want to. And if you like it the way it is, just train with it. Again, last thing, being redundant, in closing, expectations should just change based on the gear and what the gear is capable of. If you have something you like, I would not necessarily sell it or buy something else. But if you think what you have is at a disadvantage or you don't like it, you'll make yourself right. Just get the gun that you want. Don't wait until I'm going to wait until I make A class before I get this gun I've really wanted for 5 years. Just get the gun that you like. By shooting a gun that you like, you'll also be more inclined to train with it because you'll be excited you've got the gun you wanted, you like it, it fits your hand better, it shoots softer, whatever. So anyway, hopefully that makes sense. Answer some question. If you have any other questions, drop them below. Try to get them answered.